Beauty is no quality in things themselves, it exists merely in the mind which contemplates them, and each mind perceives a different beauty. Generally speaking, the errors in religion are dangerous, those in only ridiculous. No man ever threw away life while it was worth keeping. Reason is, and ought only to be, the slave of the passions. Reading and sauntering and lounging and dosing, which I call thinking, is my supreme happiness. Be a philosopher, but amidst all your philosophy, be still a man. But the life of a man is of no greater importance to the universe than that of an oyster. The truth springs from arguments amongst friends. He is happy whose circumstances suit his temper, but he is more excellent who can suit his temper to his circumstance. Liberty of any kind is never lost all at once. Beauty in things exists in the mind which contemplates them. A wise man apportions his beliefs to the evidence. To philosopher and historian, the madness and imbecile wickedness of mankind ought to appear ordinary events. It is seldom that liberty of any kind is lost all at once. It is possible for the same thing both to be and not to be. A purpose, an intention, a design strikes everywhere even the careless, the most stupid thinker. 'Tis not unreasonable for me to prefer the destruction of the whole world to the scratching of my finger. All knowledge degenerates into probability. Carelessness and inattention alone can afford us any remedy. For this reason I rely entirely upon them. The Crusades, the most signal and most durable monument of human folly that has yet appeared in any age or nation. There is nothing to be learned from a professor which is not to be met within books. Be a philosopher, but amid all your philosophy be still a man. It is difficult for a man to speak long of himself without vanity. What a peculiar privilege has this little agitation of the brain, which we call thought. Evolutions of government cannot be affected by the mere force of argument and reasoning. Nature is always too strong for principle. I never knew anyone that examined and deliberated about nonsense who did not believe it before the end of his inquiries. Judgments, a mistake, therefore, of right may become a species. A propensity to hope and joy is real riches, one to fear and sorrow, real poverty. The victory is not gained by the men at arms who manage the pike and the sword, but by the trumpeters. Art may make a suit of clothes, but nature must produce a man. Where then is the crime of turning a few ounces of blood from their natural channel? Explanation is where the mind rests. The heart of man is made to reconcile the most glaring contradictions. Nothing is more surprising than the easiness with which the many are governed by the few.